Hi and welcome to Nick Well Motorhomes. I'm Andy and today I have the pleasure to show you around this new 2025 model WildAX Europa XL. It's based on the new Fiat Ducato chassis and comes with 140 brake horsepower as standard. This model also has the new automatic gearbox. It has a length of 6.36 metres, a width of 2.05 metres and a height of approximately 2.75 metres. It has a gross vehicle weight of 3,500 kilograms, which means it can be driven on a standard driver's licence. As you can see, it's on the new Fiat and it's got a very distinctive look. So let's have a look around it, shall we? So the big difference of 2025 on all Fiat models, of course, is this new grille. Some people love it, some people don't. I'm a fan personally. I think it just gives it that little bit more feature. This one, of course, looks a little bit different still because we've added the sky view pack. So you get this lovely panoramic view just at the top. Don't worry, there is a blind. So if you find that the sun's beating down on your head while you're driving, you can stop that from happening. But it gives you a lot more headroom, which we'll see when we go inside. So as we come round, of course, you've got your distinctive Fiat alloy wheels, cassette toilet just here, and your water fill just there. Now down here as well, you'll see you've got your grey and your blue taps. That's to drain down your waste and drain down your fresh water. Flue for your heating and your electric hookup point. As we come round, WildAX always do a lot when it actually comes to the rear of the van, when it comes to having a reversing camera and reversing sensors. I can't actually think of any other manufacturer that does the two. When we open up the back doors, you can see you've got a storage space just under here, which is quite deep actually, which for a rear lounge on a van conversion is actually very good. The doors do open fully. Got a little black button here, in here. If you press that, you can slide it round. Just be careful if you've got a bike rack on one of these, you really don't want that smashing into the side of your van. As we go round, we've added the awning, and of course you've got the electric step just here. Flow screen on the habitation door, switch for the step, and here we have your gas locker, which will fit about 1.6 kilogram propane. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's not a lot. Well, it is, because you don't need an awful lot of gas in the WildAX range because they've now got diesel heating. So the only thing you're really using your gas for is cooking. The cab, like most on the 2025 Fiats, is very, very well spec'd. What you might not expect in the van conversion is something we've already said about. Obviously, this has got the sky view pack, so you're not enclosed in. You've got this lovely panoramic roof just here, lets a lot of natural light in. As I said, you've got the blind there, so you can pull that up, but you're not worried about headroom and you haven't got that worry about banging your head as you're coming into the cab. So yeah, it opens it up. It really is nice. So when it comes to spec, obviously we've got our electric mirrors just here. And of course, on this particular one, we've got the electric in and out, which again is quite a rarity. Electric windows, lock or unlock your doors. Over here, of course, we've got the electric handbrake, and then we've got the controls for your cruise control just here, and just your telephone, your media sensor over here. Now, again, if you watched any of the other videos we've done on the 25s, you'll see that your dash is very easy to read. It's digital, it's bright, not a problem, depending even whatever time of the day. Obviously, as we've said, this is on the automatic box. You've got Remis cab blinds throughout, and of course your media center. It's a lovely big size. Again, we've done bits and pieces on this on different WildAXs and other vans as well. But you've got your FM radio. You can control with your climate control there where your heat's coming out of. You've got your nav system, but this has got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well, so you can link it through your phone, which I suspect most people will probably do. What is nice as well is when you go on vehicle, if you pop it on rear view camera, you can have that on all the time, so when you're driving it acts like a rear view mirror. It's big, it's bold, it's bright, it's very, very easy to use. I suppose the other things again is the carpets, and when it comes to the upholstery, WildAX have always been very, very good. They never give you anything gaudy, and it's nice to say for 2025, it's no different. I think probably the main benefit of the Europa XL is this area just here, because you've got a small front lounge. Now, this is great if you want to leave the bed made up at the back. If somebody's not feeling very well, it's pouring down the rain outside, you've got somewhere to go. Both captain seats obviously swivel. You've got somewhere to pop your cup of coffee down here. You've got more storage just in here as well. You've got a couple of USBs and a 230-volt socket just there. More storage just above. And of course, we've got your 12-volt control panel. Now, over here, of course, you've got your 12-volt just there, your water pump, your lights, your dimmer, the main button to turn it on, program there, and we've got your water tanks just there. And that one will show us your batteries. So again, you've got all your controls over on this side, as I say, with your double USB and your 230 volts. So it's a nice place to sit, and it gives you that distance between the two areas. Sometimes you just want to sit and read a book while somebody might be in the back watching the TV. It gives you space and it gives you options. And the more options you've got, the more likely you are to have made the right decision. Now, also in the lounge, of course, we have these reading lights on both sides. So again, you don't have to have the full lights on if you just sat reading a book. Over on this side, of course, we've got your tank heaters just there, light switches, thermostat for your heating, and that's your battery monitor. So again, obviously we've got the solar panel already on the roof. We'll go more into that when we're talking about your heating system in a moment. So in your washroom, above, you've got a skylight. Now this is great because if you are having a shower or anything, your condensation goes out and it's a lot easier to clean out afterwards. Storage just here, decent sized locker, and of course as we come down, you've got your towel rail, you've got a toilet roll holder, and you've got your bench toilet just here. When we come down on the other side, you'll see it's heated, so you've got the heating duct coming in. Then of course we've got your wash basin, a lot of the nice black fittings in here, very modern, and of course that comes out and will become your shower head, which as we go up, then you can attach just onto the wall there. Nice big towel rail just above, and of course we have a mirror in there as well. It's compact, but it's a van conversion and it's a usable space, and that's really what you want in a van conversion. Your kitchen has everything you're really going to need. Now from a work surface perspective, obviously both these lids will drop down, so again it gives you more work surface. You've also of course got your extender just on the end here. Underneath that you've got a bin, very British type feel there. Good sized sink. And just there, of course, you've got a nice deep drawer. This one, not so big, but of course, you've got your gas locker on the opposite side, but they've used the storage of what you've got left. Wouldn't be a WildAX without having the pull-out. Like I say, once you drop these down, gives you a lot more work surface. Now, you have got 3 gas hobs there, and then of course, you've got your oven grill. Heat shield comes out when you're using the grill just to stop these from heating up and melting. Make sure you pop it back in when you're done though, because you can catch your trousers on it, and it can be a little bit painful, and it can cost you a new pair of trousers. Again, another couple of drawers underneath, and of course your splashback and little storage areas just here, along with a couple of 230 volts, which is new for this season. This I love. WildAX has really got this right. Now you're looking at it, you think, well, okay, it's a reading light. Well, yes, it is. It's a nice little spotter. But they've all got USBs on. So you've got USBs practically everywhere in this van. It's just a great use. It's not doing anything else. Why not put a USB into it? Absolutely fantastic. When we come over on this side, got a nice storage area just here with one of your tabletops. Same down here, basically the same size with the second tabletop just in there. Lovely big fridge. I'm sure Dan will get us a nice shot from the opposite side on that in a second. And of course we've got your microwave above. In here we've got your 2 table legs just there, and of course you've got your hanging rail for your wardrobe. You've also got your TV aerial booster just in there. Obviously up here, like I say, you've got more good storage, your Wi-Fi system there as well, which is what we've added. Yeah, I mean, it's again, it's got everything you need. The U-shaped rear lounge has always been a great favourite, especially of the UK audience, because a lot of the Continental vans, very upright seating. It's great if the weather's nice and you're sat outside. But of course, if you're up somewhere in the freezing cold in January, you want somewhere you can kick your shoes off and put your feet up. That's what the U-shaped lounge offers you. Now, again, it's a very sociable space. It's nice and open. You've got, again, skylight above. You've got the 2 windows. You've got the 2 windows at the back. So there's a lot of natural light coming in. There's good lighting upside. Again, we've got the spotters with the USBs in. Over here, we've got your TV aerial point. And again, we've got good storage locker space. Literally right the way around your lounge. Heating systems just there, which we'll come into in more detail in a moment. Now, when you've got your table down, again, you can pop the 2 legs in. You can use 1, you can use 2, you can have the tabletops on top. But like I say, the real beauty of this layout is that small area at the front, because it gives you that secondary lounge. So if you make this area up into the bed, well, it doesn't matter so much because you still have got somewhere else to go and sit. So if you don't want to be bothered changing it all the time, you don't have to. So to make it up into the bed, we have these slats that just slide out here. And then what we do is they just literally slide on top, like so. We'll pop these cushions just over here for a moment. And then we just take your backrests out. Now, some people will turn these over so you've got them slightly flatter and it's more even wear, but for this demonstration, we're just going to pop them into the center. Now, what that gives you is a huge bed. I mean, it literally takes up the whole of the back of the van. So even for very tall people, and if you are sleeping down, again, there's nothing here to block you. So you can bring your legs slightly further out if you need to, but it's a huge space. So I've got Dan moving around the van because I want to show you the perspective of the lounge from this angle. We've opened up the one door because, again, you can have the 2 barn doors open and this is a lovely place to sit and let the outside in. But you can see how cosy it feels as well once you've got the doors shut. Now, also down here, something I didn't show, of course, you've got your heating ducts running through, but you've got another 230 and you've got another couple of USBs, as if you were short. But we're not talking about your rear lounge. What we really want to talk about now is your heating system. Now, WildAX have done away with the gas and electric and they've now gone diesel electric, hence the reason why you've got your solar panel on the roof and there's no underslung gas tank anymore. And it works from your control panel just here. So if we unlock the screen, now you'll see you've got your room climate, you've got your hot water, you've got your iNet app, and again your timers and your notifications. We're just going to concentrate on the basics to start off with. So if you go into your room temperature, you have heating or ventilation. If we pop on heating, we have a choice. We can have diesel on or off, or we can have diesel. I'll come to that in a second because I wanted that actually to come up. So we're just going to come back off it. There we go. So what it's telling us at the moment is that obviously I've put that on for electric and we're not plugged into the mains. So it's telling us we've got an issue. So I can say, well, okay, then that's fine. So we're going to come off there, go back to the mains. Now the reason, like I say, is because we've got this on. Before I go back, you can see we've got it on hybrid on gas and electric. We can change our temperature to whatever we want it to be. Because it's thermostatically controlled, it will set to that temperature and only kick in once it drops below. We're on hybrid at the moment, but we're not plugged into the mains. This is why we had the notification come up. So we'll turn the electric off just there, so it'll run on the diesel. We're now going to go back to that screen because in all fairness, we don't need it on. So we'll just turn this off up there. Now, because we've told the notification, okay, we were aware of this, it's now gone off. If that was to stay with the red line on, it wouldn't allow you to do anything. So anytime you get a red line on these, go into your notifications, do what it tells you to do, knock it off, and then it will reset. So again, it's a nice system. It doesn't take ages to reset. Hot water is the same. So it's probably going to give me a problem again in a minute, but as you can see at the moment, we've got it on diesel, but we can have it on diesel and electric if we were plugged into the mains. We're going to go back, and of course you have hot, just there, comfort and eco. So again, 40 degrees, 60 degrees or 70 degrees. We'll turn it off quick, and there you go. It didn't have enough time to actually give us a problem on that. Of course, you've got your iNet app there as well. So again, you can work this from your phone. and obviously your timers and your notifications. You scroll across and you can do your settings. So if this is all a little too simple and you want to do this in French, German or Italian, fill your boots. Then of course we can turn off just by pressing that button there. What you'll also find on your settings is the recalibration. So again, if you're finding that your fingers are a little bit like mine at the moment, are a bit sticky, you can do that again and hopefully it'll calibrate more. And that's your Trima heating system. So now we come to some technical specification. This will be a small proportion, but for a more detailed view, you can check the manufacturer's website. The freshwater tank is large for a van conversion at 100 litres, and the bed, when fully made up into a double, is approximately 6'4" by 6 foot. It comes with a 100 amp hour lithium battery and fully winterized water tanks. We also have a 160 watt solar panel. The compressor fridge freezer is 150 litres, and there is an integrated touchscreen console with DAB, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now, this is just a fraction of the spec. All the rest can be found on the website, or you're more than welcome to come and view one with us, stock permitting. So there you have it, the new 2025 model WildAX Europa XL. I'm a big fan of the new changes. WildAX have always been at the forefront of modern styling and having a very contemporary feel. And the 2025 model has done nothing to change that. Enhance it? I think it may well have done. If you'd like any further information on the Europa XL or would like to come and view one for yourselves, please don't hesitate to give us a call. So that's all I have left to say. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.